Christmas time is approaching, the holidays are here, so, surprisingly, it's already the week of Christmas, the week of the holidays, technically it's next week, but we basically have our full forecast from technically now till pretty much through the new year. Not very accurate, but we do have a forecast. But I'm going to take you through specifically now through Christmas, and at the end of this video, we do have some probabilities of having a white Christmas, so stay tuned for that. But let's start off here with our simulated radars from now through Christmas and even beyond. So, starting off here with the NAM, we have throughout the day on Tuesday, we do have some storminess rolling through Florida, as well as a clipper system in the northern plains. Those continue to move through and start to converge, and will eventually converge in the northeast. Now, moving into late Tuesday, we do start to see a western system move onto the coast of California and Oregon, and that continues to push on to the coast throughout the day. Now, we are moving into Wednesday. So, on Wednesday, which seems to be the most excitable day of this week, we do have a nor'easter in the northeast. Currently, we aren't going to be seeing any significant impacts, maybe just some windiness, as well as maybe some coastal issues. Not necessarily coastal flooding, but maybe some increased waviness and some stronger wind gusts coming off the shores. Maybe some precipitation in Cape Cod and the very eastern portions of the New England region, as well as some snow in the interior northeast. As well as on Wednesday, we do have that western system continuing to move onto the coast and moving further inland, producing snow in the upper Rockies. Now, we are moving into Thursday. This western system continues to move onto the coast, producing more snow in the Cascades and Sierra Nevadas, as well as the northern Rockies. That is where the NAM 3-kilometer model ends. Moving on to the normal NAM, which is the 12-kilometer model. Moving through Thursday, we still have a low pressure here in Saskatchewan, and we do have some snow in parts of the northern Great Lakes, as well as continuing in the Rockies and the Sierra Nevadas and the Cascades. But that system continues to move through, and another system enters onto the northwest coastline, moving into Friday, which is Christmas Eve. This is where we transition into the European model. So we are right around here. Yep, Friday morning. Makes sense. Alright, so now we have a low pressure in Minnesota, as well as a low pressure moving onto the coast of Washington. Now, this low pressure in the east does remain far enough north to bring mostly rain to the regions of the southeast, parts of the northeast, except for the very northern parts of the northeast. Moving into Christmas Day, as well as a new system about to move on to the coast of California, as well as continuing snowfall in the northwest. We move throughout Christmas Day, and that storm system does move on to the Southern California coastline, and that seems like a pretty intense system. Now, that is through Christmas Day, and we are at hour 1:38. This is about midnight, the morning of the 26th. That's where we're going to be leaving things off for today, even though we do still have about another 100 hours, so about another 2.5, let's call it 3.5 days. Actually, more than that, close to 5 days. But we're going to leave it at that. That's through Christmas. So, from now until Christmas, most of the rainfall will be falling. This is total precipitation. This includes snowfall as well. But on the west coast, we could see 4+ inches of moisture in some spots. In the Rockies, we could see up to 2 inches of moisture. And in the east, with Florida, we could see 2 to 4 inches of moisture there. In the northeast, we could see an inch in the very northern tier of New England. Moving on to snowfall from now until the Christmas, the end of Christmas Day. Most snowfall will be occurring in the Rockies, with some areas receiving over 5 feet of snow in the Cascades, and in the Sierra Nevadas, we could be seeing some areas over 4 feet of snow. In the northern tier, general 1 to 3 inches, except for the portions of the Great Lakes region bordering Canada, as well as in the northeast, portions of the northeast bordering Canada, as well as basically the entire state of Maine, could see 6 to 12 inches of snow. So we are shifting from the European model to the GFS for snow depth. So this is taking into account the current snow depth across the U.S. and adding onto it the projected snowfall between now and Christmas. So the areas in pink, I would say that you would have a 50% chance or greater of having a white Christmas. That's just this pink, not the magenta. The magenta and up, such as basically the entire higher elevations of the Rockies, I would say 75 to 100% chance of a white Christmas. If you are in the blues, I would give you a 33% chance of a white Christmas, and the grays, I would give you about a 10 to 25% chance of a white Christmas. And in some of those spots, I would even give a less than 10%. So let's just say up to 25% chance of a white Christmas. So that is a full week of forecasting. If I went a little bit too fast, sorry. I tried to get this into the shortest amount of time as possible. Feel free to go back and watch certain parts again, slow it down a little bit, if you want to hear everything that I just said a little bit more clearly. But I hope you guys have a great week as it continues to move on. Stay tuned here for any updates on that nor'easter, as well as any of the snowfall that's coming onto the western coastline. But that's all I have for today. If you enjoyed this video, consider leaving a like, subscribing, and hitting the bell. And I'll see you guys next time.